Okay. Okay. Um, okay, so my name's Eloisa Pope. I'm a fine arts student. I'm currently in my third year of uni. I've kind of always been drawing or doing something or making craft or whatever. Like, since I can remember, I've always wanted to be an artist. But I didn't actually know that I would be able to get to this point. So, yeah. Okay, so art to me means literally anything. Anything you can call art, like a banana peel. Like, if you've got some kind of meaning behind it, or, you can kind of explain it, or like just for the hell of it, because art is about doing whatever the you want. So. Oh, damn. Okay, so, I started doing art around sex when I was about 18, 19. That was kind of where I first started. Before that, I was with kind of like feminist stuff, so looking at like Tracy Emin and stuff like that, representations of the female body. And then, I don't know, art for me has always been kind of reappropriating something for myself. So with my work being about sex, I feel like when I was younger and when I was growing up, I had this idea of sex where if you slept with someone, it would, kind of take away your soul, or part of your soul would go with them. And the idea of that, or someone having that power over me, I hated. I was massively like slut shamed in school, and I was also called frigid. So like, what literally. Yeah, so when I started doing work about sex, it was about reappropriating sex for me. So I had the control over it. And then I became very, very, very sex positive. And yeah, kind of sex and art and sex is a huge part of my life. And I like, I don't want to say it's a big part of my identity, but like in a way it is. Like, being sex positive and body positive and stuff is like a big part of my life. But I started getting into kind of using myself after I was focusing on sex. I was like using myself as a muse for my work. So I had a relationship where they kind of tried to diminish my self-image. And coming out of that relationship, I knew that I had to, like, I knew that was all bull. Like, it was a load of shit. Like, it was like they were trying to put their insecurities on me, and they were trying to convince me that I wasn't as confident or like in my body and in myself, like, as I was. And she really tried to change my opinion of myself. And after that, I was just kind of like, well, no, like, that's not how it was. And like, it did take me a while to like get back into it properly, but because I was kind of a bit up from that. But I kind of wanted to demonstrate the way I see myself in an authentic way. And it actually got to a point where my art became about how I was kind of attracted to my own body, like, and I realized that. And I love the way that it looks. Like, I love like the shapes that my body makes. And so my work is basically kind of about wanting to myself. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm really not ashamed of it. Some people are like, whoa, that's a bit out there. Like, and I think because they look at me like as a fat person, I'm not conventionally attracted in society standards. But just because somebody else has an opinion that I'm not attractive, like, I'm attracted to myself. So I kind of know that their opinion is wrong. They might think my opinion's wrong, but it doesn't care. It doesn't matter, because it's my world, and like, they mean absolutely nothing. So I don't know what I was saying, but I kind of went on a bit of a tangent. It's actually, I would say, my family. I would honestly, yeah. My parents have a very great approach to me and what I'm doing and how I live my life, and like what I think and what I feel, like, they're completely supportive of. And it's, they haven't always, because they didn't know they had a gay daughter. Like, they didn't know I was gonna grow up and like do all of these things. So when I started doing them, they were a bit like, oh my God. You know, I used to, when I was in college and I would stay at my grandma's house like every week, she would, oh God, she would find me in the dining room drawing like all like pictures, right, like close up, like pretty sick, and I never thought that she could see. I'd always like move it before she came in, but she still did see, and she really didn't then, and she kind of doesn't give a now. But it would be nice if my grandparents could see my work in an exhibition, but I think it's a bit for you to see your granddaughter squatting on a cape. Yeah, I mean, they understand it, they love me. I feel like without that, I feel like their opinions of art and opinions of like sex positivity wouldn't be the same as they are now. So, you know, my parents, like, my mum wants me to do a mosaic of my ass like at home. You know, I have a screen print of my body, and they want to put it up in the lounge. Like, it's amazing, and I'm so lucky. I really am. So I would say people who have been most impacted by my work are definitely my parents.